welcome back to Pre-K Sunday School. It's good to be back with all of you for another Pre-K Sunday School. It's great to be back both online for Pre-K Sunday School and in person for Elementary Sunday School. Today in Elementary Sunday School, we're making a special quilt with the congregation for Pastor Tim. So if there's any Pre-K members here of our group who would like to make a quilt square too, let me know and I'll get you and your family a quilt square that you can make for the quilt for Pastor Tim. I don't know about you, but I enjoy the rain. Right now I'm outside. It just rained a little while ago and it looks like it's getting ready to rain again. I always love the sound of the rain. Do you like the sound? How it pitters and patters? I love to sit by a window and listen to the rain. I also like the smell. Like right now, the air out here smells so fresh. It smells so good after the rain. And the rain makes everything green and beautiful. I give thanks for the rain. Well, today's story continues the story of Moses and the Israelites. Now let's review what we did for the story so far. You remember? We started out, Moses was a little baby, and his mom put him in a basket, sent him down the river. The Pharaoh's daughter found him. She adopted him. She raised him as her own son. He grew up in Pharaoh's courts, but then he committed a crime, standing up to the Egyptians who weren't treating the Israelites well. And he ended up running away from Egypt, running away to the desert, where he became a shepherd. And there in the desert, God came to him at a burning bush. And God called Moses, you remember, to go back to Egypt to set God's people free. And Moses did. Last week, you remember Moses and his brother Aaron, they went before Pharaoh and they called for Pharaoh to let God's people go. And after a lot of pleading and plagues and all sorts of words from both God and Moses and Aaron, Pharaoh finally agreed to let the people go. And that's where our story today picks up, with the people escaping from Egypt. Well, with that, let's head on in for our story, the Red. This is our story, the Red Sea. It was a long journey leaving Egypt. The Israelites camped on the shore of the Red Sea. The people were feeling really nervous. Moses squinted into the darkening sky. Had he heard something? Something in the distance. Moses shook his head slowly. He did not trust Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, to keep his promise. Do you think Pharaoh followed us? Aaron asked. Moses stood listening. We will see, Moses said. We will see. Moses didn't have to wait too long. Soon, a growing cloud of dust rose up in the distance. A rumble of horses' hoofs thundered towards the travelers. They could see them clearly now. Hundreds of Pharaoh's chariots charged toward them. Hundreds of soldiers followed them with orders to bring the people back. We're trapped, someone yelled. A strong wind began to blow. Cries went up from the people. Moses, they shouted, have you brought us here to die? Don't be afraid, Moses told his people. Stand firm. God is with us. Moses gripped the staff in his hand. Prepare to move out, he shouted into the wind. Where, Moses? Aaron said. There's no place to go. Through the Red Sea, Moses said. God will make a way. Moses stood on the edge of the shore. He raised his right arm. He stretched out his staff over the white waves. The waters trembled and divided. The wild wind roared. Soon a wall of water stood on the left and the right. Dry land appeared between the walls. A safe place to the other side. Move now, Moses ordered. How strange it must have felt to step on that sandy path. How scary to feel the spray from the water waiting on either side. Would God save them? Would God keep the promise to Moses? In the morning, Pharaoh's army stood on the Red Sea's shore. They saw the Israelites safe on the other side. Soon chariots groaned and soldiers cracked their whips. Pharaoh's army moved down across the rocky and sandy path. "They'll catch us," a young woman yelled. "Watch and wait," said Moses. Moses once again held his staff up over the walls of waves. Tons of water came tumbling down. Horses, chariots, and riders were all swept into the sea. From the safe shore came the sounds of singing and dancing, led by Miriam, Moses' sister. "Sing to the Lord," the Israelites shouted. "God has saved us." And that's our story. Well, that was an exciting story today, wasn't it? And God was with the Israelites, even when it was scary and it was hard, and they weren't sure exactly how it was going to work out. God was still with them. Just as God is with each one of us every day. Well, know that we love you, and we hope you are enjoying the rain and the fresh air, and wishing you a wonderful week. We'll see you next time.